it's playing through my phone. Let's attach there. Take the stream chat over to there. Okay, I think we should have everything. Like so.
So, shall I pingly plong?
Yeah, you can pling plong. We're good to go.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Damn, bro, I was just about to say the word.
No, not now. So we had a problem with
Houston, we have a problem.
yeah, because I need the old library still while we are getting the table for the new one. So I kind of need the system table.
Bro, you need a Vespacito, alright?
For real, on God. This is kind of... Shouldn't the Watcher perhaps be with the system? Wouldn't that make more sense? Because right now they're like so... They're actually like, they're one-to-one, but right now the Watcher is like... stored in the main.
I don't know, bro.
Well, not the system table, but... Well, maybe it should be in the system table. Because... What I'm thinking context here. In the init here, we could initialize the Watcher, so you would have... because it's kind of weird that it's outside, and then we have another thing that is the system, which... The system should be its own system init, perhaps?
Just make the system initialize itself.
I think we could make this a lot cleaner if we remove this the Watcher from the main and put it inside of the system and made system its own thing. You know?
You say.
Yeah. Because and I think then we could also, because this looks a bit funny, and this I should not do, but I have to do it in order for it to work. But the thing is that I need the old system here in the D init, but in the reload I have already gotten rid of it. But if we kept it kind of like on the load this thing, it would get rid of the old one and load the new thing. I think that could work. And then you wouldn't have to pass in the dynamic library to load here. Instead, it would just still exist within system, and you would just call the system would take care of loading it. You get me?
No, I wasn't even listening.
Okay. Huh. I think that would be better, perhaps, perchance, context. Why do I even have this thing over here? Okay, I'm gonna do this. Paste. Just to temporarily make it work. Like so. And then on reload, we'll do this. Self dot all dinlib is equal to dinlib. And if it fails, well, then we can just say self. It's fine to do this. And then if it succeeds, we'll take it here. I mean, this will be stupid, it will work. We'll do this, we'll do that, and after we have done that, then we can go. We don't even have to ask for an if here, because there's no other way this could work. So it's watcher dot hold in lib close. Probably, I don't know why it doesn't tell me shit. I don't know, let's try to run that. It doesn't accept it. Okay, good. Why does the member function dynamic? So it checks this thing. But there should be an old inlib. So what am I? No field member name close. Okay. Okay. And then dash watch. And then we can go to Vulkan. We should be able to do this. Let's see. Still a bit of a choke point over there. But I feel it was faster. But it still does 2 hot reloads, which is something I don't want. Let's see, Watcher. We can now get rid of all of these things. We still might have some memory leaks, which I have to check, but we'll take care of those in a bit. We'll let that be. Let that be. Remove this, remove that. Remove this. Now we don't need this anymore, thank God for that. And actually it's search path. This is not it. Good. There. So at least the initial program just does one thing. But now if we go to Vulkan and we change this to be that. There it does 1 reload, and then how many did actually happen there? What the fuck? Quite a few. So what we should probably do is just store a little bit more time for the watcher to, when it does a reload. It will take this. I think what we can do is do a, I don't know, this might be the most dumbass solution that I have ever done, but it will do. Plus equals seconds per hour. Kick now, bro, stop. What? How did one get the conversion? Milliseconds per day. How do I get the
That's the
nanoseconds?
time.
Yeah, but
What do you
oh, so nanoseconds per second. So now I just specify multiply by seconds, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one should be enough. This is a dumb solution because it's. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, it did 2 hot reloads there. So maybe we'll do a. Maybe by might be a bit too much, but it should also work. Hello, Sigmus. Heyo, Kayal. How it's going? It's going good. We're actually getting it to work in the most stupid way possible, but there. So yeah, it was so much faster because now we're not blocking the thread when we try to do the hot reload, and we only do a hot reload once, which is fucking awesome. That was a problem with the old system. It's horrendous the way I'm doing it. There's so much room for improvement, honestly, but it will do. And well, now we're gonna get to the fun part, because I swear I think I will have some memory leaks. Also have some Vulkan GPU problems. I'm not destroying everything, but that's a small problem. I think the bigger problem is that, first of all, I'm doing this in a bad way, but we'll let it be. And we'll fix, instead, what we'll do is take back our, well, this thing, and fix our memory leaks, because, yeah, this is a bit of a yikers. Or I don't have any leaks. What? No, I swear to God I had leaks. I did compile it properly, didn't I? Okay, guys, I'm not this. I think it's just want to be kind right now, right? So it's not detecting that it's leaking. It's trying to give me a break. Actually, there's no leaks. Well, as far as it's concerned, it cannot detect the leaks. Okay. There's no leaks. That's crazy. Okay, we'll go with it. I will take it. It's fine. It's more than fine then. We'll still run with debug allocator for it. There's this whole thing should just be condensed and improved, and that would mean also that this whole mess would also be condensed and improved. I know a way I could probably do something about it, but I'm not going to. It's honestly, I'm not going to right now. I want to move on and do some more fun stuff. This is more fun to work with than improving this at the moment. And it's not, yeah. Hello there, hello compile and run. That's the dream, what your name there. Compile and run. If you would even if I could just get past the stage of compile failures. And then even run. Hello heavy metal cheetah. Wait, I can see that emoji. Usually, wait. Usually I cannot see these things. I don't know what's up with the chat today. It's very kind to me. Okay. So I wonder which object is it that I'm not freeing, because it's the mesh. I think I'm not freeing the mesh. So no, wait, I do a D init on the mesh. Wait, what the fuck? Which thing am I not freeing then? It should be freeing everything that I... Oh, well, it will tell me. Wait, if I close the application, destroy object for Vulkan device. The fence! I'm not destroying the fence! The fence that I'm not even using! Woohoo! Let's destroy it. So, device, the init here. We have it in... There's the immediate fence, I call it. There's no... I don't have any abstraction on top of it, so there's just destroy, I think. If I'm not wrong. Self Actually, we were gonna go through C. C dot destroy VK destroy fence there, and we're gonna take the device, then the defense, and then null. So self dot handle and self dot defense dot no wait, this is actually already handled, then we're gonna pass in null, and they should take care of destroying that thing when the next, let's see. I just need to that will not be applied on hot reload, I think. Yeah, now we have no problems, good. Now we can go to taking care of the next part, which is, what the fuck? What was that? Do you enjoy Sig? Never used it for anything serious yet. I love Sig. Sig is awesome. It is very unstable, so that's the only hate or dislike I have towards it. But besides that, it's awesome. Honestly, it's so darn good. But unstable in the sense that it's, if you want to work on the master branch, which is kind of what you do want to do if you use Sig, because it's so frequently making good improvements, but at the cost of you having to change your code for it to adhere to the new changes, right? I would use C otherwise, but Sig is just so beautiful. And I write, honestly, I write bad Sig code, so. But still, even if you write bad Sig is still like, it doesn't really allow you to write too bad code. So, yeah. And it's fun. It's really fun. A bit different syntax than usual stuff. I think what I would like to do next is for it to just load in actual meshes. And we could use GDB again. Is there, should I didn't like the old GDB loader I made because it was quite bad. Sig GDB loader. No, GDB, what is it called? GLTF, oh my god. But what is the binary called? Is it GLB? GLD? GLD? I don't know. I don't know, GDB. Shush. Let's see if we can find anything on this thing. I want to see how other people have done it, because the way I did it was pretty bad. Pretty bad. GLCF loader with written in Sig. GLCF only depends on version. Okay, so we're already outdated on this thing. But I would still like to see how they did it. 5 months ago, so it's also pretty old. Replaces used for some C. So GLTF init. Okay, children items. Okay, so this is just a. Okay. Yeah. Okay, because this is what I did in my old one. It was pretty bad. I didn't like it. Render assets. This. So you see GLTF. It was pretty fine, but you would have to pass in. Okay, this makes sense. Default images, okay, and the sampler, but then this thing, I guess this is kind of just like how it works, but like a material GLTF roughness, which has the opaque like all of these pipelines and riders. I don't even use pipelines right now, I use shader objects, so that would be kind of funny to now try to think this thing through, am I right? And then it just went through here, just did all of these things. Load image, which did that. And let's see, yeah, and then here was also the nodes, which I hated, but it was okay, I guess. I wonder if there's really a better way to go about it, because this was such a horrendous way to do it. But yeah, that loaded a whole scene, kind of. Load. Wait, there wasn't a... Who said there's a, like a library that can load any kind of objects? Because that might be... I would like to look at it. Load GLTF. Yes, exactly. That's great. Let's see. I can ask. Who was it? Harold, do you remember who said it?
Who said what?
That there was some other like kind of thing that you could use for loading the any kind of .obj and GLTF and these extensions, you know, like there was a library for it.
Don't know the name of it, but yeah, I know.
For loading GLTF, OBJ, etc. Let's see, what do you think? A person with some knowledge of physics can write a game with three-dimensional orbital mechanics, something like simple cerebral space programs. Cerebral. I mean, what is your programming skills? Like, what do you... Kerbal, my bad. I haven't played it, to be honest. I think I have it, maybe? I'm not sure. But yeah, what I think, yeah, if you got basics, yeah, you don't even need that much physics knowledge, I think, to actually make this. To be honest, I think it'll depend on how complicated and how much you want to implement. But no, I wouldn't say it's too. And even if you don't have much programming skills, if you use something like Godot as your game engine, you would be fine. Heavy metal cheetah, look at them. Damn, I'm so torn about these agentic IDs. Super convenient, not typing all the boilerplates on the. But the AI suggests garbage code so often. I tried only windsurf thus far. What is windsurf? I would, if anything, honestly, like, AI is great, but you should avoid, even for simple things, honestly, because, well, unless if it's something that you have done 100 times, I think you could use AI for it, but, or, well, you don't have to have done it 100, but tens of times, which you already know the basics of, then you could use AI, because then you could just confirm that what it has done is correct and do tweaks to it. But if you're trying to do something new and learn, you will not learn. Well, you could use AI still for advice, but that's great. I mean, simple things as just reading a error message. I also use AI for reading error messages sometimes, but really try to just understand what that error message is referring to, because you just, if you just spend like 5 seconds more on it, you will probably figure it out. And I'm not just saying it to just become, well, better at programming, but I'm saying it because when you're struggling, you really have to think about the problem and not rely on somebody else or AI, or also not another person, but that's when you actually like kind of develop your way of thinking critically about a problem. Like what do you do? Of course, it's great to be able to ask somebody for help, but it's kind of like depriving you from your own character development in a sense. Do you try River Wayland compositor? I don't know how it's called. River Wayland? Do you know Harold? I should probably go for something more fancy when it comes to... why is this thing like just keep on... Just stop. Something more fancy, but I kind of enjoy just like the simple layout, you know, nothing extra. I even have animations turned off because I really just want to be very simple. Most people would probably puke looking at my setup for Arch Linux, but I find it simple and fast to just go to from one thing to another. Also, I know quite recently, also maybe cool thing, how barbaric, stop posting links. Yeah, we don't do links here. But yeah, let's see. Have I gotten... Nobody has responded there. Let's see. Cheesecake is part of the... Did my Discord just die? Harold? Okay, I think my Discord just died. Interesting. Don't know why. Hello?
Yeah, what happened, bro?
I don't know, my Discord just died. My object sig, all you need. Why do you want GLTF and object at the same time? Just use Sigil and that's it. Sigil is the official Chronos thingy. Lucas electricity got cut off or something. Yeah, oh damn. He think bias at this moment.
Right, actually, Lucas, go to cool things.
Wait. See. Version from the CP. Cool things. Some say it's I will put you on the big screen. Let's see. Someone say it's just an empty window. I say it's yes window with web GPU. Also, Cheesecake, your message got in. Damn.
Bro, I basically almost have a triangle.
That's crazy, bro. By the way, Lucas, what IDE do you use at the moment? I see it's agentic too. I use Neovim. What does the word agentic mean?
AI.
No, I don't have AI. I don't have AI in this thing. I have LSP.
Bro, what is even going on in this season here? Like, what are you doing, bro? What is this?
I'm just moving the camera, and the teacher provided the shaders for it, so the...
Are you rendering an actual ball right now?
No, it's just shader program that this is literally it. So it uses UV to do that. It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
It looks really good.
It's yeah, I know, it's crazy. And all this is done just using UVs. Like, that's all you need to accomplish this. You can do pretty much anything with just UVs. It's like crazy.
Bro, that's kind of crazy.
Bet
bro found his own shader toy.
Agentic Neovim people people happy. By the way, how much time did you spend learning Vim motions? I decided to give it a try a couple of days ago, but for now they only slow me down. Feels like I'm learning to walk again. Yes, I actually have a YouTube video about going to NeoVim. Wait, I'm actually... Is there anyone on YouTube right now? No, yeah, I should see YouTube.
No.
Shut up. About VS Code user VS Code user to NeoVim writer. So I switched to... I kind of explain it here, but I spent like... what did it take? I tried out NeoVim for a week, and then I gave up. And then I think it was 6 months later or how much I got back into it.
Like 6, 7.
Yeah, but I'm already, well, being used to Vim doesn't really help in NeoVim. NeoVim has so much more features, to be honest. But I have been using Vim for probably like a year or so, and then I went to VS Code because I thought it was cool, and then I went to NeoVim because I feel like NeoVim is faster. Except that my NeoVim is really bloated right now, and I have fucked up something, but it's fine. It works pretty good. Helix is also pretty good, but yeah, it took about, what should I say, after I got back into it, the second time, something like that, it's quite fast, because you start to navigate, kind of, and then you just, because you go for so long like this, trying to get to where you want to go, and it just takes so long, so eventually you're just like, oh, fucking Christ, and then you just search up the thing you want to do. So you can easily just jump to wherever you want to go. It's kind of like, you shouldn't have to worry about learning too much about all of the combinations. I think it's better to just start typing, start doing something, and then eventually just go like, okay, you know what? It's so many times I want to go to the end of the line. Maybe there's a key binding for it, maybe I can add one, and then you just search it up, and then you're like, oh, okay, there is one for it, and then you can just, then you will remember it, because you're like, it's so frustrating for you to do this every time. Or my favorite one is Leap, where you can press S, and then you can type to where you would like to jump, like the main at top, and then this says, okay, press Z, so now I'm at the top here. That's one is my favorite one, to just search jump, kind of. I don't know what it's called, I think it's called search, but... yeah. And then another one I really like is my multi-line select, and then holding all the arrows I can move multiple lines. Yeah. That one is my favorite also, pretty much. How much can I do using just any shader format? Like, can I render like this ball bouncing using only shaders? Well, you need to still set up. Depending what do you use, you can do, this is actually, if you go to shader toy, if you want to just do it from there, you can write, this you can write in shade, you can just put this in shader toy, and yes, you can do it at the shader, is it in this thing? Am I dumb? I think it's here. Yeah, all of this you can just do using shade, I think all of this is just shaders, UVs and stuff, if you really want to get into it. It's crazy what people create. This is just using shaders, all of these. There's the guy, where is he? PBIQ, this guy. Like this is done using shaders. Just shaders. This is just shaders. That's crazy. So you can do pretty much crazy stuff. If you want to do like this, yeah, you will have to set up all of the Vulkan stuff, like you need a Vulkan instance. You don't need this thing, you need a surface. This is not a Vulkan thing though, but still. Physical device, logical device. You don't need a Vulkan memory allocator, but I would recommend it. A swap chain, images. And then here, of course, you need to provide the shaders, the scripter layout, and then a pipeline layout. If you use shader objects. Otherwise, you also need a graphics pipeline. Yeah. If you use Vulkan, of course, that's also the thing. If you don't even use Vulkan, well then I think OpenGL will get you faster up and running. And if you don't even use that, I guess WebGPU is also... I think WebGPU easier than OpenGL as well, or...
Bro, WebGPU is so much easier than literally everything.
Yeah.
It's faster and better and has like literally it is cross-platform by default, bro. It is way better.
But then it's written in Rust, isn't it?
Well, there's two ones. The one's written in C++ and it's called Dawn. We don't talk about Dawn, right? And then there's WebGPU, which is WebGPU native, which is written in Rust. Yes,
Yes.
but it's still good, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, there's different options you can go with. Yeah. Okay. Let me think. My brain is actually like, what was the thing I was actually supposed to do? Yeah, the shader, trying to load in objects. That's the thing. And I'm, let's see. Somebody said something. You're dead. I'm dead. Shit, man. I guess I will have to
Yeah,
go
no.
just with my old version of the GLTF. And just load the whole thing. Then I will need the node. Oh, I really don't want to do the node. But I would have to do the node. And that one also has a material instance, which I would have to change. And then it transforms. Oh my god, and then there's the draw. Okay, this is so bad. Render object visible, we would remove. Draw context, I hated this thing. Let's take it from here and develop it, right? We can do that. Maybe before we do that, actually, there's one thing I would like to do, which is making this thing more. No, this thing, load shaders. I think I will create a separate shader kind of thing. Mesh and shader is not really a Vulkan. I will do it. We'll create a new source. It will be in client, and then the renderer, and then Vulkan. Well, this shouldn't have to be in Vulkan specifically. Oh my god, I closed. Whatever. And in Vulkan we will create a shader at Zig. Will it just be a namespace, or should it actually be a whole? I think it could actually be a thing, like a structure in itself. Maybe. Yeah, why not? Yeah, we'll do that. Hello, penguin operator. How are you, my dear friend? And then what we'll do is that we will actually close this thing. We'll not have to reload this because I'm gonna do some stuff that will not be beneficial. To do like that, we'll take this away from here, so it will become a bit smaller. That's okay. Is it okay? We'll have to think about this. Let's see. Go to shaders, and in here. Let's see, how should I think this thing through? Because we would still like to pass in this thing, we'll take in the user data, which will be the... Well, this could actually be shader object in itself. Maybe. Or should it be the renderer? How much do I need the renderer for in here? So I need it for the descriptor layout, and I need it to store the actual shaders. But if I get this reference to itself, then that thing could keep track of that thing, and I wouldn't actually need it. The only thing I would have to store is the descriptor layout. Ah, no, wait, there's one more thing. The device, I also need the device. The descriptor handle and the device, and then the shader itself. But the shader itself, like the structure, could contain the device. I really dislike that idea. But that would make it also more allow the possibility for it to be used in metal. Well, let's start from fixing a few of the simple errors. std. Now you just get std like that, yes. And then we'll do const shader c is equal to at, not enum. You know what? Can I just yeah, like that. And then we'll see here, we don't need shader C in here anymore, so we can do that. And then we can go to shaders. And then here at the top, we'll paste it like there. So then we'll have shader C. We also need C. Const C. Oh my god, why is it always that one? Const C at import Vulkan. Can type Vulkan cam. Like so. Push constant. Where should we get this push constant from? Should it be Well, for now we are quite fine with. We are limited. I think we will take advantage that we don't have too much to worry about right now. So I'll put it right in here and store it in here. That's fine. And then, okay, that's fine. Not that I hate that when I delete lines, it will put it in the clipboard. Why does it do that? There, boom. So now we'll have the push constant in here. We'll take the push constant from here into this renderer. What does hot reloading actually mean? This is about no needed to recompile something after change something, or is it this not about it? Now you still need to compile, but you don't have to restart the application. Let's see. So I guess I could do a quick showcase if I just take back this thing. Like so, that should be fine. And then if I run this thing, I think it should run. I shouldn't worry about the file that doesn't work. Yes. So hot reloading, basically, what I can do is that I can do any changes to the code and it will apply those in here. So let's see, we can go, for example, I have it hard coded in the mesh right now. These vertices, for example. So I could take, for example, this one and put it to -2. You will see that it will. Well, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see it got kind of like stretched. Or actually it got zoomed out, not stretched. Let's see, is there something more fun we could do? We could. If I go back to Vulkan, I think it's more fun to mesh with the shader objects. Here, this is what I usually do in order to test the hot reloading at the moment. But I changed this thing so it will now, it should, did I say? It should have, yeah, there. So now it toggles between wireframe and the, what's it called? Fill mode on the triangles or polygons. And you don't have to restart the application for it to take effect. Yeah, it maintains the state. So in my old program, you can see it up there at the top. What I used to do is I could change physics, so it would kind of like, I could reverse gravity without needing to restart the application. I could make player input. I could add that if I press P, I will spawn a cube without needing to restart the application or anything like that. That's what I'm kind of working towards again. Just a bit cleaner and modern Vulkan features this time. Yeah, and well, this is not hot reloading. This is just literally shader recompiling. That I can in here, for example. Let's see, what should we mess with? Well, actually, we could also mesh something with the fragment shaders. I guess we could do. Let's see. Well, I don't even know the math behind this. It was a friend who sent me this thing. I think this thing could be messed around with. Nah, it doesn't really show anything. I don't know. Well, actually, there's one thing which is quite convenient, where we can actually see some big changes. And that's in the renderer. Let's see here. So this is the camera position. So we could take us, for example, could put us further back. So now it will put us in it kind of problematic. Well, kind of hard to see. Maybe I will take quite a lot further back, maybe a 10. That should put us pretty far away. So save that, and it did not save. There. Why is it not? That should. Am I? Wait. Am I dumb? Am I doing this wrong? It should take us further back. Oh, okay, now it did. Okay, there's something I have to fix because I run the what's it called? Diagnostics on this. So when I make modifications, we will save automatically, and that's not kind of like accurately. Then it has to try to recompile the thing, and then it kind of doesn't recognize them. I don't know it's fully what the problem is, but I know it's something to do with it not fully being recompiled, but it detects there's a change, and then it cannot load the new change, so it doesn't. Well, then I have a timer, so it doesn't constantly try to reload when I make a change. So it doesn't hot reload 5 times in one go, basically. But I will have to look into that. We can put us back into place. It's gonna take a 5-second cooldown. I know it's a 5-second cooldown. There, it should have actually recognized the change, but it didn't. Oh my god. Why? Okay. This change, even you just modify files? Yes. It will. We could also. Let's see. We can change the axis on which we rotate. So we can take it to the x-axis, and it's not applying. Oh, I should really make the timing a bit. Okay, wait, it did. No, it did not. Why won't it? It should recognize this as a change. Okay, I'm gonna go in here because I have autocompile on. So let's do Zig build. That should definitely make it. That should be recognizable. Interesting. And does do a hot reload in here. It does tell me that it finds the new library. Yeah. I don't know. That's strange. Okay, there. Now it. I don't know why it now took effect and not before. But yeah. There you can see it. It should be like that persistently. I don't know why it wasn't. If it fails to load, but it should still try. Oh. No. Wait. Let me go to the watch and check it out real quick. Because it goes in here, it says, okay, I'm gonna try to reload. Oh, no, because if it fails to load this thing, it should still not apply the new time. And then if it does this. Oh, I should probably do an else in here. But that shouldn't. No, this is only if it succeeds. Okay, that's why. Okay. Can I do an else like this? Is this okay? This part won't be hot reloaded because it's not part of the. it does have to recompile. So basically what you do is, if you will have like your main executable here, right? And then you can have different kinds of libraries. So I make my renderer a .so, right? Let's do capital R. Or DLL if you're on Windows. Oh, that's a beautiful DLL. And then you can have your physics also to be a .so or DLL, right? And then this is your main executable. Kind of exec, right? And then what you do is you load your libraries dynamically, and then if you make a change, you will compile it, and then in here in the main exe, we can detect that this thing got updated, and then we will load the new one, the new function pointers, or the new dynamic library into this thing, and it will just use the new version. So if you create a new one, we will swap it to use the new renderer or new physics or new whatever you want, right? And then that will allow for hot reloading. Of course, that means that things in this thing won't take effect if you do changes, but usually these things are kind of like, I try to think of state, for example. The state, if you use an ECS, you can still add new components or new ways of adding components, but you cannot modify the actual components themselves, because then you will have problems, unless if you make some fancy stuff. You can also then you're probably going towards the dynamic system updating, DSU, which is another kind of dynamic system updating. There you will be able to actually like change out all of this, but that's a little bit more complicated stuff, which is pretty cool, but I'm not getting there yet. That is like it linked, but you replace with new, but link remains. You will have to get rid of the old link. So that's basically what I do, is that when I load the new renderer, or this is the old one, and then I load the new one, so I still have the old one left, so I can call deinitialize on this renderer and then initialize the new one. And then I get rid of this old one when I'm done. Which I should probably... I just realized I'm fucking something up over here. I should probably do this as well. Actually, I don't need to do that, I just need to do this. Oh, dinlib, oh my god. But yeah. Let's see, this is the problem why I'm not getting it to work, because... No wait, I do a return false, so... This shouldn't be a problem, but yet it is a problem. Why? Oh no, it should be fine. That is it's not just a file replacer, it needs to be checked somehow and reinitialized if a change occurs. Yeah, so, or depending on if I understand your question correctly. But yeah, you need to store kind of like, I have a system initialize, system deinit, and system update. Of course, you can do way more complicated if you want, but for me, it's all I need is an init, deinit, and then an update. And then I just call these three functions whenever I do this init and up the deinit is on a hot reload. You probably don't even need this thing. You're probably mostly concerned about just being able to do update, right, in a system. If you do deinit or init differently than from before, usually you would like to then have a completely... Then you would probably to restart the application either way, because it's a little bit more expensive to do either way, these things. So I'm thinking of maybe switching to it, but not yet, because an update is quite cheap, right? If you just recompile and then you change out the update function, then that shouldn't be too much of an overhead. But calling the init and an init on a hot reload, that's quite expensive. But this would be a flawless thing to change without too much problems, because usually it's in the update where you want to be doing changes most of the time. Usually the init and the init is not something you would like to mess around with. It's kind of like, if the init or the init is something, well, the init, that only changes if the init changes. But if you have changes in these things, those probably things that you can see immediately when you start up the application, not something that you need to see immediately or during runtime, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but I would say the update is kind of the thing that you would like to change out during runtime. Everything else can be static. Where was I again? Yeah, I don't know why the hot reload is not working properly. I feel like it should. Maybe it's just too much time in this thing. Let's change it to a 2 and close it again. Then we can go to Vulkan and let's try now to rotate on a different axis. We'll take this thing. Yeah, okay. Now it's not updating again. I don't. Oh, okay. Now it didn't update. I don't know. This is so weird, but looks like I get it a little. Thank you for explanation. No worries. I'm thinking of maybe doing a video about it. I'm actually right now for my English course writing a presentation about it. So I might do a video about it as well, because I will use the same kind of outline or idea. We'll do a few tweaks because it has to fit. This one has to be for the course, while still, I don't know, maybe I could use the same thing. It would be pretty fire. I think the presentation is already pretty good. I'm pretty happy about it, but I think it can still be better, a little bit easier to... I'm trying to make it so people can understand it, right? I think hot reloading is freaking awesome. So, yeah. Yeah, okay. But back to this thing, so I think we probably could take all of this, even though I dislike the approach. You can modify it, you can take it and modify it. Oh yeah, but actually what I wanted to do was first move the shaders. Brother, I'm not... Okay. That will close this thing and we'll remove that. And we'll go to here and we'll also remove this thing from here so it's a bit less problematic. Like so, and then we'll go to shaders. Actually, what I will do is close all of the... and then go back to shaders. Maybe I misunderstand something because I'm not native fluent English speaker listener. No worries. Just, I mean, if you want to try it out, you should. It's pretty fire. Let's see. So what we could do here is that we'll get the path, and then here I have done this. If it's this, then do that. But I think the shader, maybe we should make the shader thing itself be the thing that you pass in the user data. Because then you wouldn't have to worry about... Yeah! Or you could also just act... Nah, the user data should be the shader thing itself. I think that would be pretty fire. I mean, if it's wrong approach, then it will be wrong approach. Let's find out, you know? So we will do a public init. Oh my god. Function name, which will be called init. Right? And this will return a at this. And then what we'll do... This one I will actually... The first thing it will call is it will call... We need the asset... so go back to Vulkan. Because we will have to take this thing and we'll take it there. And then we will also have to go back and get one more thing. Which is... yeah, that's fine, don't worry about it. Oh my god. We'll have to take this. I think that will be fine. And then we can go back to shaders. And this will basically be it. We'll take the load asset and then we'll pass in this and it will be self, which is not initialized right now. Great. We'll have to do that. And then the thing, which will be the thing that we'll take in over here. So we'll have to probably take in an allocator to store this object, which is something I would really not like to do, but I think we will have to do it like that, because otherwise this will not make sense. It's fine, in the init we'll take care of it, so that's kind of the point, but fuck, it's bad. As a debug print, this is a SIG feature that you can somehow switch it if you remove debug flag or something. Yeah, debug print should only be printed in debug mode, so if you don't have debug, it should not be printed. Right, Harold? If you do std debug print, it only prints if you compile debug. If you don't compile the debug, it won't be printed.
No, it always prints.
Does it? That's done. I haven't tried. I wouldn't know. But that's weird.
What are you trying to do, bro?
No, somebody asked that. I didn't know that. I thought it would actually be moved.
Like, what are you trying to do here, bro?
I'm switching shaders away from the Vulkan main function. I'm making an actual shader structure.
Yeah, I see you're passing some stuff into at this. That's.
Oops. Shush now. It's like that I meant to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what should I call this? Shader path? Yeah. I will have to allocate this, otherwise this will not work. I can just remove it later on, but this is the best way I can think of it getting done. So self is equal to create this. Use popular than serve asset server. Right, we have to take in asset server as well. Asset. Hello, Code Fox. For std mem allocator like so, and then allocator that destroy. Oh my god. Cell. Allocator is abstraction like executable function or not. It's like memory pointer. Allocator is literally just allocator, so it's this thing. It has a...
It's an interface.
It's an interface? Yeah, so you can create different well, whatever allocator you would like to use. It's like calling malloc, but you know you can use different kinds of allocators through it.
Go to the C allocator.
Does it exist inside of the namespace?
It's
Or
heap. STD heap.
STDC?
STD heap. Heap, 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 heap.
There.
Yeah, and then C allocator.
How?
C underscore allocator. Yeah, you can go to the V table here of C allocator implementation. Yes. Yes, and then you can go to like one of those functions like alloc, for example. And here we have the C1, I guess. I think it doesn't use mem or like malloc, but I think it does the exact same as malloc. Well, it does use malloc when you're linking with libc, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, raw +6 manual alignment. Huh. This is the last time I'll be using Discord. That how so? Or are you getting kicked out of Discord? You too young?
Eyebrows rolling.
Let's see, load shader. So we'll take in the self, but self should now also contain. We will need to store in this thing is the device. Const device import device.zig logical device and the layout, descriptor layout was it, I think. Should I call it just layout? I'll just call it layout. It's really unclear. I should call it descriptor layout. Descriptor layout, like so. So then we can say device, and then layout, descriptor layout. We should put the descriptor. Your layout. No, I'm ditching it because it sucks and takes a lot of RAM. Damn, self and this insane piece of code. Python CPU programs make going crazy. Yeah, no, this is the type, while self is just whatever name you want to give it. And I don't think you can use this. I think this is reserved or something. Or maybe I could use this, but yeah. Nevin Da Vinci. Damn. That's some crazy name. What's up? Can I see? What can I see? Wanna make a Roblox game? I've been thinking about it, but yeah.
Don't listen to them. Don't listen to the voices.
I think it's Hans undercover right now.
Yeah, I think so too. But he wants you to get involved into that shitty game, if you know what I mean.
I have to ask him. Hans undercover question mark? I have a great idea. Make a game, bro. I have great ideas. Roblox game on Zig. I am almost Koyama? Who is Koyama? What about a Unity game? Oh no. I don't.
I don't think so.
I mean, I could probably, but unless if it's paid, I wouldn't. Because I kind of want to just learn more about these low-level things about creating even your own engine. And I don't find that very same. That's crazy. What games has he made? Oh my god. Does it say games made? Is there a list? There should be a table usually. Here they are. Ah. Free Fire. Yeah, but right now, well, I got this thing I would like to work on, but yeah, if there is some time and opportunity, probably would take using game engines, but right now I don't see the benefit in doing it, so I won't do it right now. Let's see. So we're gonna get that as a user pointer, and that's gonna be assigned to this or user data, user pointer, whatever, same name, same different shit. And then we're gonna read the thing, we're gonna allocate, and we're gonna have it for free. We're gonna do the same thing as always. Now this is where it will get funny, because shit, I thought it was gonna get funny, but now I realized that it's not. We could actually take push constant ranges in the init, and we could store that, and then we wouldn't have to worry about this. And then this wouldn't have to be. Yeah, we would have to know kind of if we're gonna do vertex or. Well, we could have a bit flag, kind of like if it's a vertex or a fragment. But we're also shader creating. We have to do this. This is really important. We could pass it in. And we could store it. That could work. And then we wouldn't have to worry about store it. It's not that big of a structure. And then you wouldn't even have to take in. You wouldn't even have to do this. We could just. Oh my god. It would be so convenient. And the ranges. Oh, it could work. It could. No, because this thing. No, it could not work. Fuck. Gaming is my favorite. That's why I'm trying to make a game, but I am the worst at coding. I have been roaming on Discord for a job as a teen. Well, bro, what happened to your size game? Oh, that thing. I just did it for the game jam. Didn't really care more about it. It was pretty funny. But yeah. It's in the past now. But yeah, if you want to get good at coding, just code. That's literally it. Kind of like everything. If you want to get good at something, just do more of it. The Danny one. Yeah. It was just for the game jam. Then I just kind of ditched it. I wasn't gonna do more about it. Where could I play it? It's on itch. You can find it easily through. I think I have a link for it in here. Wait, that was for the actual. My game there. I have a computer that's 15 years old. Yeah, I don't know how good it will run with this thing though, but let's see. I will send it like that. So there you could play it. It's wasn't too bad of a game, I guess. Shall we do a quick run?
It's pretty bad, bro.
Shut up.
It really is though.
It's fire. Look at this. If it would load, it would be even more. Might get. Okay, well, it's not. It's a pretty fire game. Look, I have responded to every single comment. That's crazy. I don't think it's loading. Oh my god, it was so poorly implemented, but it worked, you know. But yeah. The camera view is pretty bad, and it's so loud. Holy shit. Where's the damn milk? Oh wait, you can't zoom out. I forgot you could zoom out. Crazy. It's wait, you can only the A key doesn't work. Oh no, or the D key, so I cannot move to the side. I can only move back and forward. That's bad. Fire game, am I right? The fucking slaps. Oh wait, it's only the A key or the D key that doesn't work. That's crazy. The most fire game ever, am I right? I should have made it so that they cannot steal the milk, but they can. Yeah, easy. I know how to play this game, like, I'm a god at this game. Why is it so... oh shit, I'm stuck. Ah shit, I died, whatever. Very fire, am I right? Wait, is there any YouTube writer or gaming jobs that I could do for other YouTubers? I don't know. Do you have a studio? No, I don't. Where's that game of swords and sandals put in Discord? Uh, it's in it used to be in my Discord server, but I think this bangs out. Yes, the swords and sandals used to be in my Discord server, but then yeah, I don't have a server to host it on, so I don't have it anymore. Big sad. It used to be on the Discord server. But I still have the repo and the code for the bot to run. But we don't, yeah, we don't run it.
We don't talk about him.
I don't have anywhere to host. I could host it on my own computer, but I don't like to remember to run things every time I start the computer, so... yeah, I'm not gonna do that either. Let me fix the camera real quick. There. I don't know if I did anything. Let's see. But we would like to know these things. We cannot just... well, we could make that assumption. This is a fine assumption to make. And then I guess this thing could also be a fine thing to make an assumption about, because we could literally just do this, okay? Watch this. We can put it here and we can say shader create info. Yeah. Shader create info. It's fine for now. So what we can do in here is that we can take in, we have to take in these two things. As we have to take in... we don't have to store this, actually. This is... that's fine. We don't... I don't think we need this thing. Let's see, I might be wrong, but I would say we're fine without it. And then... what we can do, we're gonna take in the asset server, the shader path. I think I will take the device also, so I will take it here. Device, and that will be device, like so. And then at the end here, or should I take, I will take the path last. And then here we'll take the shader, create info. And I'm gonna show why this is VK shader create info extension, like so. I'm gonna show why this is a good idea to do. So we're gonna create this thing. Then we're gonna sell that device is equal to device, not the init. Fucking Christ. The device that we get in, and we're gonna do self dot shader create info is equal to shader create. Shader create info, like so. And then with this we should have enough information to actually proceed with this thing. So we will not need this. We will do this. This is not good, but we will do it. We don't have to do... well, here's a small thing. But that's okay. We'll get rid of this. And then we won't need this any longer. Actually, we will need one thing from here, so I'm just gonna comment it out instead. And save it real quick. And now you can see we also need a extension. I think that should be fine by doing this. Oh wait, does that mean I have to... No. txt add this. Yes. Let's see. It's just this thing, but it's... No, this is the binary. Yeah, so it's fine, we don't even need to take it in. Great. That means I have to do proc. Okay. Then we will do this instead. Import proc functions.sig. Like so, device, and then we got the table. Man, is there any of you your friends wanting to make games? Yeah, I got plenty of friends who wanna make games. I even got one guy who we were talking if we should make a game a day using Unreal Engine. But then I kind of went on with just I wanna do this part, just focusing more on my own engine and hot reloading and these kind of things. So I was like, won't join that because it was I could do it. Have you heard about the Unix philosophy? I think I've heard about it, just don't remember it. But yeah.
It's pretty good. It's that your program should only do one thing and they should do it well. That's not like exactly what it is, but it is essentially what it is.
What's their channel ID? He doesn't do YouTube, or he has YouTube videos. But he's not like actually a YouTuber, he just uploads a bit of his progress. He's really dedicated, really good. He was up for doing a game a day or a week. He suggested, was like, we could do a game a day. He was like, hell yeah, for 1 month. And it's not that hard, like doing a game a day, especially if you use an Unreal, like literally, you already got a game done if you just like literally start first person shooter template. Boom, there's a game, basically. Now you just add one enemy and that's pretty much it, right? Or then next day you could do, I don't know, a 2D game, tic-tac-toe or something like that, you know? It's not too complicated to do like a game a day. Of course it wouldn't be something extreme, but that wouldn't be the point. The point would just be to do a bunch of games, try out basic features. That was the point of the challenge, kind of what we thought of. And then I would have made like a video where I did 30 games or so in 1 month or something like that. But yeah, as I said, I kind of enjoy this. My computer almost with Roblox Studio loading. Well, Roblox Studio is... it wouldn't surprise me. It doesn't sound like it would be very optimized. But yeah. Okay, so we got this. Then we go through here. Then here, result. So now we kind of need to know... Oh, shit. Well, this will be the shader name. Yes. We're gonna redo this. We're gonna call it shader name. And then we're gonna store shader underscore name. I think this is fine. We'll have a few problems, but that's okay. The path should be different from that thing though, but we're actually... Well, bro, I got to go, and thanks for the advice, man. Wish you the best of luck for the future as well. Likewise, thank you for staying and talking. And this thing, how can we determine what flag it should be? What is this anyways? It's a... Great, I cannot see. LSP is not working. Oh, nice. Let's see, so we should get that in here now. I still don't understand why I'm not getting any LSP for this thing. It kinda sucks. Wait, now shader C seems to be there. Okay, good. So what is this? This is just a scene. So we can say const c int. It's gonna be the shader c GSL. What does it say in this function actually? It says that it is a, what's the use size? Source text size. Hold on. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Input file name. No. Entry point. What? Oh, it's the 4th. I'm down. So there, shader kind. Yeah. Shader underscore kind scene is equal to, and then if we can say self dot create info, and then code type is equal to c.
Yo, baby, I gotta go feed the dogs.
Yeah, okay. Oh, actually, we need this. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. This is stage. What should be using, not code type stage, because then we can check that thing instead. Yeah, my bad. If stage, where do we have stage? Codes. Next stage, no, just stage. Stage, there it is. VK, shader, stage, vertex. Maybe we should do a switch. Yeah, switch. And yeah, we don't have any LSP here, but that's okay. Do I need to do a break, or can I just do this? Anyways, then we'll do shader c dot shader c GSL vertex that, and then if you have the fragment bit, we'll do same thing, but now we'll just do this fragment shaders, and then we'll have an else always. I think it's like this, I'm not sure now. I'm feeling out. I'm doing something wrong here, but it's okay. And by default, we'll just say unreachable. If this happens, then that means that I really need to fix something. And then we have the shader kind. Why the hell did it remove? No. shader kind, like that. Shader name, context len, and then we get the result, and we will print the result. If it fails, we just say error message, it will have the data. We'll leave that, and then we don't need this. No, we won't need this. This should be. We need the ranges. Do we need the ranges? Yeah, because the ranges will be done in here. We won't have it outside. Layout will be. Could it be created? No, layout should be created outside. And we need to do that as well. Okay, that's fine. So we can't really depend on it like this. We have to do shader info. And here we'll have to change a few things. We will have to do push constant ranges is equal to ranges, because this I don't want to store it elsewhere. And then self dot, well, we could store it actually in the thing itself. That could work. Well, make it dumb and then make it good. Code size will be equal to len, because this can change, so this one we have to do changed so on. And then self dot shader create info dot data. Oh, p code. So, but anything else I think doesn't really matter. So we should be able to just get rid of it like that. And then if it's well, now we cannot do this any longer. What we'll instead do is that we will have we have to take in the check. And this thing, VK shader extension, will also have to store inside of the shaders. So, shader, I'm gonna call it VK shader. C VK shader extension. And then what we'll do instead is self shaders. I will have to make it an optional in this case. Was null. Wait, it is already an optional by default, isn't it? Yeah, I don't. Double optional, Jesus Christ. They will have the device, self shaders. It will be self shaders. Yeah.
Bro, I'm back. I gotta tell a funny story. Okay, so,
Okay.
like the food I was supposed to give the dogs, right? It's the, it's like that, those canned shit, you know, that's made out of, I don't even know, bro. Do you know what I mean? Have you had dogs? Doggies?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I was gonna give them one of those, right? But you know, opening canned goods, it's too hard for a programmer, so I had to watch a tutorial first. But yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I know. But then I just poured all of it, and now they're all just eating like pigs. Yeah, this is how I imagine Lucas eating, by the way.
Hey.
Just goes to the bowl that he has on the floor, and then he starts munching on that carrot, chicken, rice, garbage.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's true. It's true, bro. I've seen it.
You have seen it? Yo.
Yeah. I have seen it. You whip it out once.
It? Andrew, how many keywords are in Zig, and how many different meaning for each? Let's say compare with CPP. Is Zig also that huge like CPP? I mean, if you don't count libraries,
No.
is it like if const self class int and const? No. Zig is very.
How many keywords does Zig have? That is a good question.
My new experience is pretty good, except that I'm bad. I have set it up improperly. But yeah, I don't think there's too many keywords in Zig. Well, do you count the at symbols?
No, those are inbuilt functions. But well, I mean, we're on stream. We have a bunch of time, right? So I can just list the ones, I guess. So there's FN, right? There's public, const. Const has like a lot of use cases, but they're all like sort of the same. It's like either like type definitions or like constants, you know. So that's free, right? And then we have while, which only does while stuff, right? We have for, break, continue. We also have resume, but resume isn't. I don't think it does anything right now.
I have never used resume.
Yeah, I never used it either. But I'm pretty sure it technically is a keyword, but we just don't have it because technically we don't use it really, right? There's enum, right? There's structure, or like struct. There's pact. Yeah. Then there is union. Yeah, and there's also address space. It's more like a low level thing. There is what is that one called? Thread local, right? Right. I have no idea how this is actually used. I've used it once ever, and yeah. What more keywords are there? There's call conv for like the call convention of the function, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's var.
Nah, that's crazy.
Var. Yeah. I mean, there must be something more. I feel like. Wait. I'm gonna go to the docs here because apparently I'm getting I'm too old, bro. Yeah. Okay, Sig docs. Actually now I'll just search Sig keywords. Oh right, error and return if else. Yeah, man, that's kinda it though. Yeah. Not that many.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of inbuilt functions and stuff, yeah. Not that many.
Less than 30? Probably. I don't know. Is there
I
less
think
than?
it's probably less than 20.
Damn. Less than 20. You heard it there. Here and now from Harold. It's less than 20. Trust.
Well, I'm not so sure about that actually.
Harold said so.
Oh, right. Okay, so here. By AI actually, C has 32 keywords, right? Sig has actually 40.
40.
Oh
Damn.
no, it's also counting old things like async, which was a keyword for a long time because they planned on having it, but it's not a keyword anymore. So that's already 39, and it's also AI and probably very outdated. Can I get a good answer? Has no one ever thought about this before? Yeah, well, there's one Reddit post here which says that Sig has 49 keywords, but I don't think that's true. I guess I will just have to count them myself, because now I want to know. So there's 32 in C, right? Okay. Now let's start here. there's public, as we said, FL, Bones, Bone. I won't terrorize you guys with this, actually. Okay. So I used some AI also to just give me the ones. I guess some of these are technically keywords, yeah. Alright, so there's align, allow 0, which is it's to do with pointers. It's not that useful. Then there is I don't know, man. AI is also, wait, is that really a keyword? I guess so. Yeah, there's apparently the keyword as assembly. There's also and, break, catch, comp time, continue, defer, else, enum, error, defer, error, export, extern, false, if we count that. I don't. Do we count false as a keyword?
I don't know. Very cool, smart, but very powerful. In C++, as I started about 100, I don't know, music started briskly. Yeah.
Anyways, apparently false and true are keywords, so we'll just, yeah, okay. Function for if inline link section. Alright, bro. These are very obscure, but I mean, no alias, literally send it in one place. Is that really a keyword no anymore? The no suspend, I don't think so. It's no suspend. If I try to make a constant with that. Okay, apparently no suspend is a keyword. I think that's probably one of those that you don't really use, that or is even like implemented. Zig no suspend. Let's see here. Okay, well, it's apparently to do with async, so it's not gonna be a real keyword. So we remove that one. Null or else, packed, pub, return, resume. I think that's also one of those like async keywords that actually isn't gonna be used because they changed a bunch of shit. So, and we can remove suspend because that's also one of those, right? And however, okay, so return, struct, switch, test, thread local, true, try, union, unreachable, var, volatile, while. So that comes to a total of, drum roll please, 38. Yes, so it has 6 more keywords than C. But now, what are the C keywords?
Actually, I could change this to handle. Yeah, I think I'll change this to handle.
Okay, so all the keywords in C. Is this does C really have auto? I guess it does, yeah.
The modern C does. Is it 23 or what is it that has auto?
Yeah, I thought those is a C++ thing, but okay. Well, I mean, if you count auto or not, yeah, you know.
Wait.
Const, double,
False null is
float,
about literals
int.
constants, I don't know. Can you open terminal? Type of reserved things like 1, 2, 3. Let's start counting symbols like.
Yeah, for real. No, but like, okay, so apparently in this list here that I found that is from a very trustworthy website, of course. Apparently they count float and int and long as keywords. But I mean, if you're gonna go like that, Zig technically has. Let's see, what is it now? It is. I mean, you can do an I9999, right? It's like. Then you have technically like over 20,000 keywords if you're gonna count it like that.
That's crazy.
We don't really do that.
What? We don't?
I guess int is technically a keyword in C, but like. It's more of a type, no? Okay, I don't know, this website sucks.
Yeah, I would say it's a type, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, bro, this list is also shit. Okay. I don't remember underscore atomic being a keyword really. I don't know, man. What is it with these lists of keywords and having like types? Okay. Anyways, CS break case. They say char, but I don't count that. Const, continue, default, do, else, enum, not enum. Well, actually, no, enum is a good, yeah. For, go to, if, not long, return. I guess signed and unsigned are keywords. Or? I don't know, man. C is so funky. Okay, bro. This list, bro? I don't remember size of being a keyword here. It's an extension technically. Yeah, okay. I don't know, bro. But I guess like 2 or so more keywords, or like 4 or whatever.
It's okay.
But it has better keywords, right? We have like public, and we don't have like do keyword. So it is better. Why does C even have do while? Like, why does C have do while loops but not any other language?
I don't know.
Yeah, no one knows, bro. I guess they're only really useful if you're doing macro garbage.
See, I'm doing something wrong. It's interesting that it actually fails to dir. Open dir. How can it fail? File.
What is error?
I'm a bit tired. I know it's something I'm just not passing the right path to the shaders so it can be loaded. But it fails when it tries to load assets and then it tries to do this thing. So here the path is invalid. So it cannot find the path that I'm wanting. std debug print path, and then we'll do, or std log. Let's do log. I should use log.
You don't have to use std log. I mean, I just prefer it because nice colors.
And I prefer it because I don't have to type the new line.
I guess. I guess.
You know, I forget it every time.
Right.
Let's see. Wait, what? Print? It's not log. No, remember. What is it called?
std log, and then you can do like debug info, error warning.
My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're gonna be sent to the suicide squad. Yeah. Whatever that is.
Wait, it actually went through? Okay, so there's
What
just
went through?
okay, there's just different problems now. Couldn't find object. This should not happen. Only indicate zero application can't find. But yeah, it shouldn't try to do the shader. Ah, right. That's why. Shader invalid shader object. Vulkan specs if shader is not Vulkan. Null handle shader handle. Yeah, okay. But that's weird that when I print the thing, then it's okay. Whatever. Shader here because it goes into load, then it goes load shader.
Do you say shader here? Lush cave here, anyone?
If it's not null, there should be null when we start because I tell it to be null like this, but yet it's trying to destroy the shader. That's really weird. It should not even try to destroy it right now because I tell it to be null. Ah, but when I do an alloc, yeah, I just created it. Is it okay? We'll have to do self dot handle equals null. I think that will get rid of the problem slightly. We will have another problem. We should have another problem. Yeah.
You have all the problems, Lucas.
I have all the problems. Protection general, blah blah blah. But these handles should not be null anymore. Now they should have been, unless they created result code 0. No, then it should be fine. This is strange. 226. Am I having them? Shouldn't matter. Section address handle. Wait, it didn't fail on this one. Let me try that again. No, it fails here either way. What the hell? Go to. I shouldn't have any problems. It should just shader, and it should return a pointer to the thing. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Okay, better. Still though, it says that they are... The handles are null. Okay, let me see, what else did I fuck up? Init. It should create itself. And then we should get in self over here and be able to do this. And then a name. The name might be invalid, but it's still... Yes, wait. It says that there's no problem. I know there is a slight problem with this. Okay, we're gonna do one more thing. Temporarily shader name. An array of const u8s. We're gonna do the same switch actually. We're gonna change it slightly. And then if it's a vertex, we're gonna say vertex.vert. And if it's
Vert, that's what she said.
Brag man.brag. And then we'll change this be shader name. That pointer. Yeah, I knew it. That was the problem. Okay. But now it kind of works. We don't want to be that restrictive in this sense, but it's better still. And hot reloading should still work both in, well, this case, but also with the shaders. Let's try it out. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna split this to -1. Let's see. Oh, yeah, if I don't... No, I should have leaks right now, so it shouldn't. Interesting. No, I'm pretty sure I have leaks. I think I'm doing something else wrong where I'm probably disabling.
Are you using the right allocator?
I should be. Debug heap. But am I disabling it? Verbose false?
Set verbose and safety to be on. I mean, it should be.
Yeah.
Safety on already,
because
but...
I know I do have one leak for sure, because here I create... No, wait. No, I destroy self. I didn't know you could do this. This feels a bit wrong to do. Okay, then it's fine. But I don't free... Okay, well, this...
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
You should also do self dot curly... like, you should reference it and put to undefined also.
Yeah, that's
after
probably...
that.
Yeah.
It's usually pretty good to do that.
Okay. Wait, but then I have destroyed it already. Can I still access the cell? Oh, the pointer still exists. Right. Wait.
I mean, you can put it to be undefined before that also if you want, I guess.
Yeah.
But
let's see if you can do modifications to the actual shaders right now, because this is kind of the important thing that we still want to be able to do. So, position, we can easily modify. So we could do the speed faster. And it did not work because vertex error version desktop shader Vulkan version or higher. Well, that shouldn't have been a problem because then it should have crashed before. Okay, no, I don't know, it was some weird error. But yeah, okay, everything seems to be working. Okay, good. I just need to make a kind of like a trim or something to detect the path and then having the name separate for the shader, because right now I do it in a strange way where we get the path, right? I call it shader name for some here, but this is the actual path. And then here we would like to have the name of the thing, so I guess we can just trim after the last backslash and we should, or slash, and we should be able to use that instead of doing this. This shader kind, it's just adding more of this one. This I feel acceptable with. This I would like to move out of here, but right now I think with the limitations that we got, it's actually more beneficial to not move it out of here. Or like with the littleness that we got. But look how much cleaner it got. And we can also get rid of that and get rid of this. It got so much more cleaner. When it's like now, you can do this for any shader except that this is the limitation still. To do trim
to do or not to do.
Yeah,
is to do
the path instead. And then inside of Vulkan, it also got cleaner because we got rid of a whole that messy function. Of course, now we just have these code blocks in here instead, but this can also become I don't understand why it's... anyways, we got introduced to this instead of having this whole function, so now it's quite clear with the D in it in here, and then the update. We'll still do also in the update, we'll move a few things away. The shader objects could become its own thing. The renderer will also become its own kind of like thing, because it will be a renderer node or something like that when we get the GLTF involved, and we can get rid of that, and yeah. I think that's pretty good. Fire. Now we should have some leaks on the, let's see, yes, 2 leaks, yes, extension. We can actually, I will just quickly take that and then I'll call it for today. So in the D init, we can just go self.handle, and this will actually be c vk destroy shader extension, and we'll take in self.device. What else was it? It was the, and then the handle self.handle, and then we pass null. And what did you say still about doing self.dereference?
Yeah, dereference put the undefined before the destroy, I guess, yeah.
But how can I destroy? Yeah, can I still actually do this after?
No, do it before the destroy, yeah. Yeah, that's great, that's great.
Okay, wait, what was it? Device? Why does it complain? Expected type Vulkan struck device. Oh yeah, because it's the handle. Like so. Now let's run and see. Okay. Oh yeah, it's extension call. Oh wait, was it? Okay, yeah. And now if we close, we're fine. Woo! Pretty fire. Alright. Let's see. Wait, what happened? Types is crazy. It's not only power of 2, also like U3 or something like that. Yeah. E. Hello, Serbozo. Alright, this will be it for tonight or today. Tomorrow we will continue. We'll get the GLTF loading probably. And I think I have a few plans. But yeah, let's see. Good night. Bye bye.